It is a game that happened, and no more needs to be said. The Broncos take down the Cardinals 24-15. Denver getting their fourth win of the season, and for the first time in the season, scoring 20 or more points in back-to-back ball games. Brett Rippon leading the way as Russ continues to be sidelined. He did clear concussion protocol throughout the week, but Denver wanted to give him another week. Rippon 21-26, a buck 97, a touchdown to match his interception. Breaking down the action with two men who know it well, the two-time champion Bryant McFadden, Lige Douzable in studio. Guys, this is one of those ball games where not a whole lot of implications for either team. Mathematically, Arizona is still technically alive, but this is one of those games where you just look in the mirror and try and figure out what kind of ball player you are. Dress rehearsals, let's call it, for both of these teams, players in those places and places they could be next year. What are you trying to accomplish in this type of football game, Lige?
Well, if you're a player, you're blessed to be able to play in the NFL. And granted, yes, you're not in playoff contention, but every time you get a chance to go out there and perform, you're playing for the name on the back of your jersey. And guys like Marlon Mack, guys like Latavius Murray, Brett Rippon, who had a really good game, I believe only had 5 incompletions in that game. They want to prove for next year that they can still play at a high level. The thing is, with running backs, you already know how it is, right? That's a position where they feel like they can just plug the next man up. Well, Latavius Murray went out there and ran with purpose. Marlon Mack went out there and ran with purpose. Brett Rippon proved that he could play in the NFL, right? This is one of the few times the Broncos went over 20 points in the season. He was efficient throwing the ball to multiple receivers. Eric Tomlinson, I believe, had a touchdown to tight end. Jerry Jeudy had a really good game. So if you're a player on one of these teams that you're out of playoff contention, you still got to go out there because the eye in the sky don't lie. And every team is watching this film with an opportunity for next year to potentially sign you.
No question. Of course, self-pride kicks in at some point in time. Both teams have nothing to play for. The vacation is right around the corner. The feet, it's in the parking lot, to say the least. But you talked about some of the young guys stepping up for the Denver Broncos, just showcasing to the organization. And you know what? I am a player that you can rely on, you can count on. Look at Jerry Jeudy, as you mentioned, another big-time ball game for Jerry Jeudy, showcasing that he can be a reliable pass catcher, especially with Courtland Sutton out of the lineup. So this was all about self-pride. We saw a lot of backups playing significant moments in this ball game from both sides. But the Denver Broncos, clearly they were the best team on the football field, came up with a big-time win, a much-needed win, to say the least.
The only loser in this one, the Seattle Seahawks. Denver not holding those picks, so go ahead and win some football games, heading down the stretch, start feeling good about yourself, fella.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.